The California billionaire tax is going to be added on the ballot for November. And I think it's crazy in itself that Democrats in California are literally biting the hand that feeds them. These billionaires provides jobs. These jobs generate revenue. People buy products. That's how an economy works. And they are trying to cut out the middleman, saying, hey, billionaires, you're providing all these jobs for us. Let us just tax the crap out of you and make your life miserable and want to move to a different state because other states don't do this. Why stay in a state that's going to tax you if you can just go to Texas and they won't tax you like they do in California? But the craziest thing out of all this is the opponent of this bill is Newsom. Newsom was the one that opposed this bill. He didn't want it to happen, but his recent video that came out yesterday says otherwise. And good old Newsom posted this on his Twitter account. Let's go ahead and watch what he says about this.
It's time for a national billionaires tax and a new social contract. Think about this, just 10% of people, 10% of people in this country own 2/3 of the wealth. A 30-year-old, for the first time in American history, is not doing better than his or her parents. That's a 5-alarm fire. American wages have stood still, and the costs across the spectrum, cost of living, have skyrocketed.
Because of you. You've been in office for 8 years, buddy. This state has been under control under Democrats for as long as I've been born. What are you talking about, dude?
The system is fundamentally broken. The federal tax code, the corporate tax code, and the inheritance tax code seem to be written for a different set of Americans. It's time for an economic reset, a true minimum tax on billionaires that, well, ensures the people at the very top pay at least the tax rate their own workers pay. We also should end this tax-free lifestyle loan. This is the gimmick that allows the ultra-wealthy to borrow against their stock portfolios while reporting no taxable income. We also have to rewrite those inheritance rules so that the largest intergenerational wealth transfer in human history, estimated by, well, be $124 trillion that will be changing hands, doesn't lock in a permanent American aristocracy of inherited wealth. Time as well to return to the pre-2017 corporate tax rates, and time to close those offshore loopholes once and for all. And as AI reshapes the country, every American should own a piece of the future it builds through a national public equity fund. Trickle-down economics, it's been a, well, nearly 50-year experiment that has failed. Record corporate profits.
That's literally Bidenomics. That is called Bidenomics. And he's still talking about it. That's crazy. And it failed miserably.
Flowed into stock buybacks and executive compensation. It's time to stop pretending otherwise. We're nearing the 250th anniversary of this country's revolution. The system the American founders built, well, was designed to prevent the concentration of power in a few hands. But we've allowed that concentration to happen anyway, slowly and in plain sight over the course of decades and decades. But we can reverse it. We can reverse it together. It's time to democratize the American economy to save our democracy.
So you can stand by your word. He's right. He can reverse it. You can reverse all the gas taxes. You can reverse all the property taxes. You can reverse all the taxes that we see in the stores. And you could reverse everything. But no, you won't. You Democrats won't. You guys will never reverse it because you guys are making money off of us. And by the way, they're going to tax us in July. Again, they're going to tax small businesses who use programs. So he wants to talk about AI. Oh, you guys get a little bit of that future. Yeah, buddy, you're going to get another 10% tax increase if you use those AI products. So it's just really cringe to sit here and listen to this man talk. But he's such a hypocrite. They are taxing the crap out of Californians, and they're continuing to do it. But besides all the hypocrisy from this man, he was opposing this before it went to the votes. So there is a video of him at this conference of him stating this, and this was only 3 months ago, guys. So he wants to say one thing and flip-flop in 3 months and say another thing.
Leaders and Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom say the grab for billionaires' gold will lead to a wealth exodus from the Golden State and leave them taking their innovations with them.
You would have a windfall one time, and then over the years, you would see a significant reduction in taxes because taxpayers will move. And that is what I fear.
Just from this clip, he doesn't believe in that anymore. Within 3 months, he did from the first video we just saw, from this video from 3 months ago, he has a completely different tune. You want to know why? The radicals are taking over his party. Communism is taking over the Democratic Party. And what is Newsom going to do? He's going to lay back and let these communists take over. It's just going to happen with the Democratic Party. And that's why I believe they're not going to win in this midterms. There is no way that communism is going to win. It has not worked before, and it will not work again. Even people who don't know anything about politics, if you just explain what communism is and kind of just point at Russia, they'll be like, huh, do I want to look like Russia? Nah, I'm good. What Democrats don't understand is that communism doesn't reward you for reinventing the wheel. They punish you for reinventing the wheel. They literally want you to stay in the same spot. Like if you renovate and elevate a company and you don't get rewarded for it like they do in California, you're not going to advance society at all. It's going to stay back in the Stone Ages. I mean, look at where we're at right now compared to a lot of other countries. We are more advanced than a lot of other countries, especially places like Russia where communism is rampant over there. And Newsom really wants to sit here and flip-flop on something like this in less than 3 months. Is wild to me. That shows that he didn't really believe what he says. He is just going with the flow and what's popular. And right now in his Democratic Party, communism is really rampant right now. And he is going to sit back and let it just flow. He's like a dad that's patting a child on the back. You know, he doesn't believe half of the stuff he says. He tells so many people like Hunter Biden, oh, you're going to join my administration. No, he's not. He's not going to have that crackhead near his administration. There was even a time when he went on the Stephen A. Smith show and told him, yeah, you should run for president. He's a liar. He's a complete and utter liar. And clearly, he doesn't stay on his principles at all. He can't even stand on his own foundation of what he believes in anymore. He'll flip-flop. So anyway, Newsom just looks like a huge hypocrite, and it looks really bad for him right now. And I hope a lot of people see this too. Of course, Democrats won't. They don't care. They're used to lying and deceiving people, so they're actually probably cheering him right now. But anyways, what do you guys think about this video? Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Go ahead and hype up this video. Let people know that Newsom is a complete hypocrite, and this is a bad idea because, like what Newsom said, it's going to scare away businesses. What he believed in 3 months ago, now it's flipped over to something else because his radical base is taking over. And I'll see you guys in the next video.